All right, I want to make a separate video if my phone will let me. I'm running out of space because I've had to take so many pictures and videos for insurance and stuff. But I want to make a second video here to show y'all what I'm doing, not to teach y'all because this is like one of my weakest areas, but to like maybe get some constructive feedback from you guys on how y'all would cut this up. I mean, something as simple as this, right? A lot of you guys, this is like second nature to y'all. I mean, y'all know saws, y'all know how to cut trees and stuff. Not me, right? So this is just a opportunity for y'all to critique me, right? So I made a cut right there, but as you can see, it's pinching at the top. So my blade was about to get stuck. So I went ahead and stopped. I tried moving it with my tractor, and I know this is a little tractor, if you want to even call it a tractor. Some people be like, oh, it's not a tractor, it's an oversized lawnmower. I'll give you that, whatever. But there's just enough down there at the bottom that I can't quite snap it off. So what I've done is I've come back here in the middle of where the weight is, and I'm cutting up from the top. And yes, that's a crooked cut, I know. I've probably screwed up my saw, not sharpening it correctly. Critique away, right? So I'm gonna keep coming up in here, and I have a feeling that it's gonna roll this way. So I stopped, and I'm gonna go on the other side and finish the cut all the way through the top, because I think when it drops, it's gonna drop and roll back this way, and I don't want it rolling onto my feet, obviously. So I'm gonna move the operation to the other side. That was an old pine tree, guys. Old pine tree. But yeah, if you're a homeowner of any sort, you can tell I don't have property, right? I'm just in a neighborhood. Even if you're in a neighborhood, everybody should have a saw of some sort. And even if you're not the one that needs it, you can help your neighbors clean up stuff on their property if they need it. So I'm gonna come back on this side and just start easing my way up, and I think it's gonna fall and roll a little bit that way, if anything. So I'll bring y'all back when I get that. All right, we got that cut. That's probably a 8 or 10 foot piece right there. Obviously I'm not gonna try and roll it like that. I can't with my little tractor. But at least now, I think it won't pinch as bad. Maybe, I don't know. I may have just made it completely harder on myself. Yes, it is a terribly crooked cut. But we got it. We got it. So now at this point, I'm gonna have to be careful, because you see how much that came up whenever I finished that cut. That's how much pressure was on that. If I come back here and let's just say I cut right in here, that's probably gonna go flying back and sit back down maybe. So I gotta be careful with that. Even with that, I was not anticipating that much movement, right? So you just gotta be really careful doing this with this stuff. I try to be. I'm not really a big risk taker. But sometimes you're in a danger zone and you don't even know it, right? Because you have limited experience with this kind of stuff. So you just have to be careful as you go, guys. Careful as you go. So I'm probably gonna try and cut this piece again, right in here maybe, or go back up there and do that and just get it into smaller, manageable pieces. But I'll bring y'all back whenever I get that done. All right, so we got all these quartered. I quartered it up. This one's the biggest, but I think I could be able to roll it. But man, look how terrible that cut is. I don't know if it's something wrong, if I'm holding the saw the wrong way, or if I've bent my bar. Look how terrible that is. I don't feel like I'm pulling it one way or the other, but that is terrible. So feel free to comment on that and let me know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, let me move my bar oil and my fuel before I run over it. Yes, I'm that person. I buy premix. I'm that person. Hate me if you must. The more and more you watch my channel, the more and more you will realize I'm not a DIY person or do-it-yourself person, or I just don't trust myself that much when it comes to that type of thing. Whew, man, that seat is hot. I picked a poor spot to park this thing. So I'm gonna crank up my little oversized lawnmower here. See if I can roll these chunks into the ditch. I haven't shown the Bobcat that much because honestly, man, my camera's acting up. Stop it, stop it. What in the world? There it is, right? Yeah, I haven't shown this that much. It hasn't been a favorite of mine. But we're gonna see if we can move these over into the ditch. All right, easy part is done. Now time for the sketchy part. The little tractor did good. Obviously it can't pick up that big stuff, but it can roll it really nice. So next is going to be deciding where to cut this thing and then what side to stand on, because I think if I cut it, I'm gonna try and cut it back here because I don't want a huge stump. I'm gonna try and cut it back here, and when I do that, I'm expecting the root ball to go flying backwards, and then I imagine this is gonna go that way since that's downhill. So I'll probably stand on this side. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna get to work on that then, guys. And then after that, after I get this done, it's really just gonna be bits and pieces, I think, of mounds of debris that I'm gonna put in a bucket and get to the road. This was the biggest thing that I wanted to get done today. So we're gonna make a final cut and see if once we get it cut and then it flops, then we're gonna cut this thing into probably at least 2 pieces and move on. I'll show y'all what it looks like. All right, so it's starting to roll that way, as y'all can see. So, and it's pinching my blade as it's going. So now, I don't know if I need to make an undercut on it or what. And I'm still trying to be mindful of which way the root ball is gonna go and which way that piece is gonna go. So I'm gonna try and maybe come up from up under it, because it's continuing to roll that way, which is fine. So we'll see what happens. Anticlimactic. So it's split right there, and it's still split, and you can see it. So now I'm wondering, I'm gonna move my saw just in case it comes this way. I can hear the ground and everything settling. We're gonna see what happens. That's probably very hard for some of y'all to watch. You guys that know what you're doing and everything. So, well, I'm just gonna back my tractor up just in case. Just because I don't know what it's gonna do. And again, y'all are probably screaming at me. You should be doing this. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm out here just trying to clean up my yard. All right. Well, move this thing out of the way. Now I want to go over there and see if I can finish cutting it. I know there's still a lot of pressure there, but I'm not as scared since this end is completely on the ground. But I'm pretty sure this is going to flop. So I'm going to be really careful, and I'm probably going to go to the other side and try it. So I'll show y'all what it looks like when I'm done. All right, we made it all the way through. Nothing happened. So it seems pretty solid. Yeah, I still hear noises. Oh, but we are all the way through. So now I'm going to half this bad boy up. Pretty sure that's sliding. I don't know. I'm gonna half this bad boy up and then get it over there in the ditch. I'm happy with the progress we've made. And again, last time this happened, somebody wanted to charge me $2,000 to move a tree that was laying right there to a pile like that. So get you a chainsaw, guys. If I guess that's the whole point of these videos, these last two videos. If you are, everybody should have a chainsaw. I was about to say, if you're a homeowner, you should have a chainsaw. But if you even have friends, and if you care about neighbors, and if you're anywhere that has trees, just get you a chainsaw. You will always be able to use a chainsaw, even if it ain't your property that gets messed up. If you have friends that have property, you can go over there and help them out. All right, I'm gonna get it cut up and we'll go from there.